Okay, today let's talk about one sentence persuasion. I know you must have read about one sentence persuasion before if you are in business, and if this is the first time you're hearing about one sentence persuasion, so it's just a course by one of the best copywriter, Blair Warren, and it's one of the deep secrets in selling online when you're selling stuff. You know, when you want to sell to human beings specifically now, as you already know that whatever you're selling online, you're selling to human being, and you ought to know how human beings think, how they think about their desires, how they go sleepless at night to get whatever that is troubling them. And this is why the one sentence persuasion is very, very powerful. If you key it into your sales copy, your ads, and whatever content you're writing online to help people arouse their desires and get a transformation they need from the product or services you're selling. But the caveat to this, like I always say, is that especially if you're a copywriter, you don't want to go about tricking people, you don't want to go about scamming people because you know about psychology and persuasion. What you want to do is to use it the right way. And one sentence persuasion simply says that people will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicion, and help them throw rock at their enemies. So, what one sentence persuasion is simply saying is that is a concept that you use in making people do anything for you. And it has 5 elements of persuasion. Number one is you encourage people's dream. Number two is you justify their failure. Number three is you allay their fear. Number four is you confirm their suspicion. And number five, you help them throw rock at their enemy. So what does this 5 sentence element of persuasion, what do they really mean? So when you're writing your advert or you're writing your sales copy, what you want to do is you want to encourage people because people are already stressed out, they are disturbed, they've had sleepless nights. Maybe somebody that had acne, somebody that wants to make money, they have been thinking about these things for months, for years, for weeks, and they can't hope to get results. So what you want to do in your sales copy or your advert or your content online is to use that psychology of persuasion to encourage their dreams, to let them know that whatever they are thinking about, whatever this trouble is, they are going to get through it. Then next thing you want to do is to justify their failure. So how do you justify their failure? You justify their failure by even simply just saying, okay, it's okay, you are not the only one in this kind of situation. Perhaps even you yourself have been in such situation before. So you want to let them know that they can also be a success after all these failures. So another thing you now want to do is to now allay their fears. So people are always scared when it comes to doing things, especially buying product online and stuff like that, especially if they've tried to buy products before and it doesn't work for them. So what you want to do is you want to encourage them the more now. Oh, so for example, if you're selling a new motorcycle, you only want to convince the buyer that. So as I was saying in the example I was giving, so you're selling stuff that people already buy from someone else online and it doesn't work. So you want to let them know that they should not be afraid. And more to this allaying their fear is now showing them your offer. That's another side of copywriting now. But in allaying their fears and letting them know that your product will do exactly what you told them it's going to do is putting your offer to them in a unique way. So another thing you now want to do is to confirm their suspicion. So how do you confirm people's suspicion? So people already have a premeditated things they think about things they want to buy, or whatever cultural thing that they know about before. So you want to confirm that suspicion. So for instance, in Nigeria, we all know government are bad, things like that. So you confirm it to them that okay, so maybe why you are not being successful in Nigeria is because of the governance system in Nigeria, which does not give opportunity for the youth to thrive. They will just be like, yes, that's true, that's true. Government is part of people that are causing problems. So you are confirming that their suspicion, which is also like you are justifying their failure at the same time. So what you also want to do now is to now, which is the last one, is to help them throw rock at their enemies. So when people fail, when people buy stuffs online and it doesn't work for them, or people get scammed online with a product or whatever they have done in their life before, you don't want to go blaming them. What you want to do is to shift that blame to someone else. Take that blame off them and put the blame on. When you do so, what you've done for them is to put their mind at ease. So, and these are the 5 elements of persuasion that you must use in your advertorial, in your content, and especially in your sales copy when you're selling online. And that is what the one sentence persuasion is about, that Blair and Warren talk about. I just felt like, let me summarize it for you this morning, if this is the first time you're hearing about it. And I believe with this video, which you can watch over and over again to understand it, you can now start using it in your sales copy, your advertorial, and when you're writing content online. Because what you want to do with your content is to sell, and in selling you have to persuade human being to buy whatever you are going to sell. So these are the 5 elements of persuasion you need to understand how to use for you to be able to sell online and get maximum profit. I hope this helped you today. Give me a follow wherever you're watching this online to get more insight on how to sell online, like this video you just watched. Cheers.